Happy Friday, Salt Strong Nation. It is time for another Strong Angler of the Week. If you are new to the Insider community or you don't know what Strong Angler of the Week is, it is when we choose someone who has posted a report in our community, who has gone out with friends or family and has made some awesome memories on the water. And I've got a very cool report for you guys to share this week, spotlighting one of our awesome members with an awesome topwater report. Mike Lotterhos, congratulations on winning Strong Angler of the Week, sir.
Hey, thank you so much, Wyatt, and good morning. I really appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely, sir. So I saw your report in the community. You went out with your son and you guys got on a huge topwater bite with some really big striper. And I know when you go out with kids, sometimes it can be tough to get them to focus on what's going on with fishing and keep them in tune. But, you know, topwater is such a action-packed type of fishing. And I thought it was so cool. And would you mind telling me a little bit about that report?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I think you nailed it. Sometimes it's hard to keep my boys focused. I've got a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old. And the 12-year-old's coming along. He's trying to get into fishing. He'll go every now and then. But the 14-year-old is super pumped. I mean, he'd be out there every day if he could. But on that particular trip, we were fishing the Neuse River, which is around New Bern, North Carolina. And it's a unique fishery. It holds striper all year long. And in the summer, just like a lot of your reports that you talk about, early in the morning, and really late in the evening, you can find them feeding on top, and it's just an awesome bite if you can get on them. But you know, the real key is finding the fish. And so, just a real interesting thing about that trip. Last Saturday, the week before last Saturday, we had been fishing close to that same spot, and we were picking up a fish or two here or there, blind casting around some docks, and just not really having any sustained luck. And another boat passes us and sees us trolling and throwing these topwater baits. He's got his family on board. So he stops the boat, says, "Hey, you guys fishing for topwater striper by any chance?" We said, "Yeah, we're not catching a whole lot." And he said, "Man, we just got off a huge school of them around the Trestle Bridge, right around the corner. We just caught like 15. He said, "Y'all need to go up there and check it out." And what a cool thing, right? For this guy to stop. He sees us fishing. I mean, that's kind of the whole Salt Strong community right there. Didn't know us, but you know, what a bunch of great folks on the water. He pointed us in that direction, and we got there right before dark, and we caught one on topwater. This was the week before. And my son said, "Dad, we just got to come back. We got to come back next week. We got to do this again." And so for the whole week, man, he was fired up, you know, talking about it. And sure enough, last Saturday, we went back to that same spot, and you know, that's where we got on him. Caught 9 or 10, and just the smile on his face, and it was just a great trip.
That is so awesome to hear. You know, going out with little kids, like I said, it can be tough to keep them entertained, but hearing that he was excited the whole week to go out and, you know, for you guys to also have success when you got back out there, I bet that was just something so awesome for you to see and have that moment with your boys. And I know you guys caught quite a few fish, well, not just the topwater striper, you guys got on some gar too as well.
We did. We actually caught a gar, and that was on topwater. If you
was it really?
Yeah, that gar hit the topwater bait as well. So pretty cool.
That is awesome.
But we try to get down there as much as we can, and you know, we mainly fish out of that New Bern area. And but you know, taking those boys out, that's what it's all about for me. I mean, it was such an important thing growing up with my dad, and you know, I really wanted to get my boys involved in the outdoors as well. And so you know, if we can be out there enjoying God's creation and spending, you know, quality family time together, you know, that's really what it's about. And I'm sure every dad says this, but you know, I would much rather see them catch fish all day long, and you know, I don't have to catch a one. If I'm out there watching them have fun, that's kind of what it's about.
And that's exactly what makes you the Strong Angler of the Week. It was about making those memories. It wasn't about catching the biggest fish or, you know, you catching the most fish. It was about making the memories. And it sounds like you guys did exactly that. So kudos to you. But I know you joined the Insider community a little while back, and I wanted to ask you really quick, do you feel like all the tips and the courses and everything that you've gone through has helped you become a better angler and, you know, give you these situations like the topwater bite that you got onto with those gar and the striper with your boys? Do you find yourself in those situations a little bit more since you've joined?
Absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is I've always been sort of this spot fishing guy, right? If I've been to a place in the past and I've caught fish, I'm marking it on my GPS and I'm going back to that spot, but I'm not really thinking about, or haven't been thinking about, what made that spot good at that time of the year. You know, water temperature, wind direction, tides. I mean, all of that stuff. For me, it was going sort of from spot to spot and hit or miss. You know, some days you catch them, some days you don't. I really think what Salt Strong has taught me is, and I've only been a member for a couple months now, but I'm trying to take some of the courses and, you know, reading through a lot of your insider reports and tips. is to really think about what makes a spot good at certain times, and a real simple thing that has put us on more fish this summer is just thinking about being closer to maybe the inlet to, that cooler water that's coming in, and not fishing up in the back of a hot creek, for example. So absolutely, man, it's started to make me a better fisherman, but I got a long ways to go, and I know there's a lot more to learn.
Well, it looks like you guys are having great success. So, I'm more interested in seeing what the future holds for you if you're having this much success now and you say you've got more room for improvement. But I'm very glad to see that, you're getting out there with your boys and you guys are having that much fun. So congratulations again on winning Strong Angler of the Week for that reason.
Absolutely, Wyatt. Thanks a bunch. I appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, this is going to wrap up Strong Angler of the Week. Make sure you are getting out on the water just like Mike did with his boys and making some awesome memories. And maybe I can have you on next Friday as the Strong Angler of the Week. See you guys next Friday.
There's something about the water that'll give you peace, all by yourself or with your family. Live salt strong and wear the line today.